Welcome to Stats on Stats, the show where we tell you all about your favorite video game and other media characters and try to find their D&D stats. And I butchered this intro, so welcome to the show.
Feels good to be back, doesn't it?
It really does.
This is why you don't take like 7-month hiatuses. Also, why is there a bottle cap on my toe?
Mostly,
Okay.
Yeah, because we keep a very clean and
Family-friendly environment here.
yeah.
Fuck.
It's a root beer container top thing.
Who are we talking about, Teddy?
I've lost track.
That's fine.
We're talking about the character known as Zorn today.
Zorn.
Hashtag bring back Zorn.
Hold on. Zorn.
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 Zorn?
Zorn.
Who is Zorn?
You don't know who Zorn is?
I feel like I know who Zorn is, but I don't remember.
Did you never see the show Son of Zorn?
Oh my god, yes!
There you go.
I know what you're talking about.
Alright,
now.
so for those of you who don't know, Son of Zorn was a television show on Fox. It came on Sundays, I believe. And after one season, they did the Fox thing and canceled it.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's sad.
So we're not going to get a season 2, and that cliffhanger on season 1 is just going to linger there forever. Zorn himself is pretty much a parody of He-Man, and it's never really clear whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. But,
He's a guy.
He's definitely a guy.
He sure does things.
He sure does things.
Alright, so with that, let's begin. Strength levels, I think it's on up there around an 18.
Really? You're not going to go straight 20 with Zorn?
No, like, because...
I will. 19.
Alright, thank you.
Like, I said it's on up there, so it can be
Yeah,
argued.
alright, fair.
But, like, I don't know, like, we didn't see enough feats for me to, like, justify him being, like, at max level strength.
Alright, yeah, that's fine.
Like, we did see him do some pretty strong things, but those could have been done by, a 16 or an 18, which is a +3 and a +4.
Alright, okay. Yeah, I see what you're going with. I'm just basing off, like, because he looks like the, I mean, like you said, he's a parody of He-Man.
Yeah.
So he's just got the fucking buffness. And all I'm thinking is, man, that's gotta be a 20. And what are you doing, Will?
Sorry.
He was seeing
Sorry.
he was seeing if his head thonks registered on mic.
that is 100% categorically. Yeah, it's totally true. I did that.
Okay, well.
And you just redlined the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Will, you need to, like, sit, like, 10 feet away from the microphone.
Done. This will work just fine, I'm sure.
Until the chair breaks.
This will never go badly.
Alright, so
Do we all agree we're gonna go 18 to
Yeah,
20? Is
I would-
that okay? Or does anybody want to debate that hardly?
No, I will stick with my.
Hardly?
I'll stick with my 19, or in the 18 to 20 range for Zorn.
There you go. I think that's fine.
'Cause he's
a
very-
muscle-bound He-Man.
Meat, yeah.
Meat guy. Brr.
I don't think he does that, but okay.
Yeah.
I actually think he does at one point.
Did I just quote verbatim Son of Zorn?
You may have, my friend. All right.
Alright, next up is Dexterity. We didn't actually see any real Dexterity feats from him. Oh, nope, I take that back. He ran really fast.
Well, and we've talked about this before, but
haven't
your
indeed.
run speed does not necessarily reflect your dexterity.
True.
Because I remember when the last thing we did with the Doom guy
Was the exact
was
same
that
thing.
he is booking it constantly.
Yeah.
But, run speed is not technically dexterity based.
That is true.
I got you, but doesn't Dexterity lead into Initiative?
Dexterity does lead into initiative.
But that doesn't necessarily mean how fast you move.
That's true, but he does have some initiative.
Well,
He does have a lot of initiative, I'll give you that. I think his dexterity's up there. I want to say...
I'd say 14 to 16.
I was actually going to say
I was
14.
leaning towards 16, to be fair. So, I think that's alright.
Did we just agree on 14 to 16?
Yeah.
And the first one, too.
Yeah,
Holy
that's crazy.
shit, this is
All right,
weird.
well, we're gonna disagree eventually, I assume.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
make sure we.
hopefully.
I'm gonna make sure we don't.
You're just gonna...
I'm just gonna force everyone to
just
agree at
gonna
this
bring
point.
it all together.
I'm gonna bring everybody. I'm the glue that holds all three of us together.
Thank God.
No problem.
I'll glue you.
You damn right you will. I
right.
mean, shit. We can't put that in.
Here we go.
All right, Constitution. What's this Constitution, Teddy? Come on down
Actually,
and tell us.
like, contrary to his looks, I think his constitution's actually a bit lower than what you think it would be.
So like an 8.
Mostly because anytime when he had to fight a villain, he got wrecked pretty hard. Well, I say that because, like, when he dated, like, the radioactive girl, he was dying.
That's true, but that was long exposures to her. Like,
see.
a normal person probably couldn't have taken that. I want to say that makes his constitution higher than normal.
Actually, it depends on how much radiation she was outputting. And I'll say that solely based on if you look at Chernobyl in the 80s and the elephant's foot, quote unquote, as it's so weirdly called, if you stood next to it, even while protected in radiation-resistant gear, you were dead under 3 minutes. And that was after a nuclear meltdown.
Okay, so with that in mind, I think his constitution is apparently higher than I thought it was.
It's okay. Not everyone understands the horribleness that is radiation.
Too many bananas.
Oh god, bananas.
They put out so much radiation.
So much radiation. Anyway, bananas. Con, there we go.
Yep.
So higher than, yeah?
Yeah, I'd say that's... Oh, those are probably his 3 big stats then. Strength, Dex, and Constitution.
Where are you going to put it? Like,
Well, he survived for like a week of just straight up nuclear radiation.
Yeah.
Let's call it 20.
I was going to say, you want to put that his 20 stat?
That could be his 20 stat.
He takes a beating, keeps on eating. It had to rhyme, I'm sorry. I know that didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Not really, it makes perfect sense. Totally, 100%.
Yeah, thanks.
You beat it so much, you got to replenish.
Yeah, bananas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Bring full circle, right?
All that potassium.
I thought bringing it full circle would be drinking milk.
Nah, potassium. Or protein.
Like protein, am I right? That's a high five.
Intelligence.
So, Teddy, what do you think his intelligence is?
Low.
He does have low intelligence.
Tell me, is it a below 5?
It's around there. He does not learn tasks quickly, and he does not know, like, he only knows how to fight. Like, that's...
Alright, so we kind of determined beforehand that with the bare minimum, if we're doing, like, the 46 drop the lowest, the bare minimum you can get in a stat is 3.
Correct.
Do you think he is a 3?
I think he's a 3 or a 4.
Okay.
I was kind of leaning in on, like, 4 and 5, maybe 6. Like, just to get him enough. This is kind of an arbitrary measurement that I've seen passed around the internet.
Right.
But 6 is what is considered a sentient creature.
So if that's the meme,
I mean, to be fair, you ain't wrong. It is kind of a meme at this point.
if that is the accepted standard, he is definitely a sentient creature, and that's about as far as he goes.
Right.
So maybe 6 and 7.
I'm saying 6.
6 it is.
We'll just sit on a flat 6.
I call it a 6. Fuck it.
All right. Yeah.
6.
So that he forms sentences good.
He does form sentences okay-ish.
His context and syntax is intact.
That was really good.
Thank you.
You should play Zorn next time.
Me, am Zorn.
Me. Cooper am Zorn.
Am Zorn?
Am Zorn.
His
Me have some.
So tell me.
his wisdom is right there with his intelligence.
He is not a smart man, and
he's
not a wise person.
On the bright side, as far as I'm aware, there is no lower level to wisdom other than the 3s. Calling it a 4. Done right here, right now.
I'm going to say, and here we go to the argument situation.
Oh, shit. This will be good.
I'm going to say he's average. I'm going to put him at a 10.
Ooh. Dissension among the 3 of us. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, dissension among us. There's a traitor.
Yeah.
Finn would be pleased.
Good thing it's not distension among us.
Moving on.
Well, I was thinking, like, because wisdom applies to a lot of things.
Yeah.
And combat-wise, he's pretty confident, you know?
Measures awareness, intuition, and insight.
Well, to be fair, it took him like half the season to figure out she was dating Craig.
I think that was more of a denial thing.
It might have been.
That probably was a denial thing.
It probably was, but like it was.
Well, actually, is that your argument for a lower wisdom score?
That is one of my arguments for a lower wisdom score.
Okay.
And like it could be now. I'm gonna grant you that. But the fact that he just is like so uninsightful on pretty much everyone else's emotions at any given point.
All right, that's true. You give that insight.
That's a fair one. Because insight into people and like some amount of empathy is, you kind of have to be not wise as Gandalf or some shite, but you gotta not be an idiot to be like, oh, Teddy's sad. And Teddy's just sitting there like smiling, laughing his face off.
Right.
Teddy's really sad right now.
But
Look at me, so sad. You can't see it, folks, but he's really sad.
All right, so I would say like insight-wise, you're right. It's probably not great.
Yeah, he could also be a narcissist. You could explain it away that he very much is a narcissist.
He kind of is a narcissist.
But still, though, he's just so uninsightful on everyone else. Like, if that's what they're showing us, then I gotta give him a lower wisdom score than average.
I will go down to an 8.
You'll go down to an 8?
I'll go down to an 8. Because I think in other situations where things are out of control or, things are starting to go bad, he has the intuition to go, okay, I can take care of this if I, run in there and punch a guy. Or, the example when his son took the magma blaster or whatever it was, that just shot molten lava over everything.
Yeah.
And, the policeman or the guard came out and, they all freaked out and stopped. And he was like, okay, what do I need to do to, make this go away?
Yeah.
It's like, Daddy's got this. Basically, paid off the guy, but he had the intuition to know, we can figure something out.
You could also equate that because Zorn might not be a good guy and has apparently spent some time in prison.
Possibly. That's really not the debate, though.
That's true. That is true.
That's up for something completely different.
But that's an alignment question.
While that's true, what I'm saying is, if he might have been in this situation before, might have been this exact situation with a lava gun. Knowing Zorn.
Right.
It might not necessarily be wisdom or insight he's looking at, but past experience.
But it requires wisdom to draw on past experience to be able to...
I'm gonna say a solid 6.
I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to say a solid 6.
Charisma.
Uh-huh.
It's something.
It's debatably high and debatably low.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's high and just rolls low all the time, or if he's low and rolls high.
Because, confidence, elegance, leadership. He's got confidence in spades.
Yeah, no, he's totally confident.
Crazy.
He thinks he's at 27. That's what he thinks his charisma is.
The thing. He might be such low intelligence that he has a charisma score of super negative, but thinks it's a super positive.
There is historical precedent for characters that are like that.
So, if he thinks he's super charismatic, he would have that confidence without actually having the other benefits. In fact, a lot of his former comrades do look to him for leadership, but he just kind of up and left.
That is true.
That's true. He found out that
he had a kid.
His kid was being raised in the real world and...
Not the cartoon one.
Yeah, not the... God, what was the name of the place again?
Zephyria?
Is it Zephyria?
Something like that. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right.
You probably aren't.
But it is something along those lines, like Zephyria.
Yeah.
I think
that's right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Actually.
I think I'm just being an asshat right now. So anyway, charisma score.
We still kind of lower high. What's it gonna be?
All right.
He has feats for both.
I got this. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Viewers at home may not believe me.
Mm-hmm.
10. It's average. He just rolls high sometimes, rolls like shit other times. Doesn't have an actual bonus to positive or negative. He takes what he gets. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Daddy, opinions?
I have many of them.
That is very true, you do.
About this?
Very few.
Examples?
Again.
Very few. So
I'm gonna go for he has a high charisma. That's where I'm gonna go with. And he just has shit luck. Or tries to use it because of such low intelligence in the wrong situations.
Alright,
in situations where even if you nat 20 that, DM's gonna look at you and be like, he laughs a little bit, but you're still not getting the king's crown.
He just doesn't.
You know what I mean?
He just doesn't take it as you trying to overthrow him.
So I'm gonna say the opposite for balance here, because balance in everything, of course.
Thanks, Thanos.
Yin and yang.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say he's really low and just rolls high all the time.
All right, so each of you give me scores that
I'm gonna
I can
say
put.
4.
So you're saying 4.
I'm gonna say he's got a 18.
All right. So what I'm gonna do now, and right about now on screen, there will now be a 4-18. Somewhere in that range is where he lies.
Oh, jeez.
So
nice gap.
I mean, it's a sizable gap, but it's manageable. It's not that bad. All right. So I need a number to put down on screen.
You could just put each of our numbers down.
So we're saying like 4, 10, 18.
Yes. It is.
Parentheses question mark.
I'll meet you in the middle, Teddy, and we'll go 10.
I'm not going to do that.
He doesn't want to give me the satisfaction of being the glue that holds us together. Thanks, Teddy.
You're welcome, buddy.
Really powerful for my self-esteem.
All right. Then the last thing is I want to drop a bomb because I don't think he's a barbarian. Right?
So dissenting.
I think he's a fighter. Because what is the bread and butter of a barbarian?
Rage.
When do we ever see him like go into barbarian rage?
Never.
Ever. Not once.
He's just a fighter.
True.
I would call it a fighter.
Yeah, I would say fighter. He's got great weapon master.
He, just with the look of a barbarian.
Yeah.
He just likes the look, but he is like 100% fighter.
He's actually a really nice person. For relative, to,
I mean, relative to being a narcissistic ass. But...
Exactly. But, he doesn't, attack people undeservingly, right?
As far as I know.
As far as we're aware.
Yeah.
As long as we're not in Zephyria.
Yeah.
True.
Well, then it's fair game. There's different rules.
Then it's fair game.
There's that weird crow guy, and he's just asking for it.
He
Right.
really is.
Yeah.
It's like Skeletor's cousin or something.
So class. We're all in agreement.
Class.
Fatar. He is a fatar.
Yes.
Fatar.
Yes.
He's a fatar. Fantastic. All right. That was relatively quick and painless. No issues.
Thank you for watching Stats on Stats on Stats. This has been our episode on Zorn from the show Son of Zorn. If you like the content in this video, like and subscribe. If you didn't, leave a dislike or a comment or both. If you have a character that you would like to see on the show, place it in the comments below. Thank you for watching and hope you have a wonderful day.